In today's video, I continue the series where I put famous brands through Google Translate, but 800 times this round. And of course, I make whatever cursor result I get. I also want to thank you all who are single-handedly keeping this series going. We're starting with M&ms, not that goat, but the actual goat of coated chocolate candies. They've got plenty of different flavors and forms in their arsenal, but let's work on the default peanut one. So like always, I type the name into Google Translate, crank it up to 800 and hit that blue button. Nope, no, not doing that Google, not today. Let's try again. I'm stupid, not me, but that's what I got from Google. Next, the flavor and holds dry.
What?
Anyways, let's create this M&ms hold dry counterpart. 1. I clean this mockup to make some room for the new design. 2. I'll type the new name with a super similar font to that of M&ms. It's big and ugly, so maybe I shrink some parts of the word to get it close to the original logo. And I'll make it even closer by adding a white outline. Perfect. Now it's time to work on the flavor. Holds dry means nothing. Maybe I'll turn this into driest candy ever, like combining a corn kernel core with some dry coffee cacao mix and a coated outer layer. And just like the real M&ms packaging, I'll list some candies on ours too. I'll clean this red piece from the picture here and drag it to I'm stupid pouch. Contrary to M&ms, our new candies will not have just the letter M, but also the letter S, the big letters from the logo. I'll give this some highlights, then repeat the same steps for the other pieces with different colors. Next, I'll cut this green piece in half to show the inner layers. I'll start with a thick coffee cacao layer and a steamed corn kernel at the core. I draw some shadows on each layer for some realism and maybe place some dry chocolate cracks to sell the flavor more. I like contact shadows for all the pieces to bring everything together. Now it's time to add our stupid mascot to the scene. I found these two M&ms characters. I'll take Ridwan's body and move it to our new pouch. Then I'll turn him yellow for no reason. Next, I'll take the other one lamps and reattach them to our new mascot. Still not stupid enough, so I grab these fake damn glasses from this picture and smash them on our character's face. Let's not forget the nose too. And I'll finish that with a big letter S on his belly. I need to show off the corn flavor more, so I downloaded this jar, filled it with corn kernels and closed it with a flashy lid. I'll hand it to our stupid mascot.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Finally, I'll type the flavor name above the logo, the product type below, and drag the calories count to the very bottom. At the top, I draw a big white stripe and throw our modified slogan over it. So, the stupid holds dry corn cacao coffee coated candy is ready. Honestly, this looks tempting to me. Next product is one of my most requested sodas, Sprite. The new design is too simple and corporate, so maybe I'll work on the previous design instead. It's way cool. And we'll tackle the lemon lime flavor by the way. So let's type Sprite here and sanitize. Really Google? Follow that with the flavor 800 and shrimp. So we need to create a shrimp flavor sanitized Sprite version. Okay, first I found this clean mockup of a Sprite-like bottle. I'll make this blue and green color scheme like some typical sanitizing product. Next, I'll form the new name using modified letters from the original logo. I'll tilt it just a little and here you go. Then I'll place the Sprite logo underneath. I need only this flat thing here, so I delete the letters and I'll make the green more vibrant. You know what? Maybe I'll turn this flat thing into a germ that needs sanitizing, like this. Now let's introduce some shrimp to our sanitized soda. I found this cartoonish one, but I make it way simpler, and I'll type the flavor name beside it. Finally, I'll place the product type text with the calories count at the bottom. This will not be a transparent drink, but rather a questionable green one. Let's not forget to color the cap too. Now, I'll create a can version of this following the same steps as the bottle version with the same color scheme too. And here you go. The new sanitized shrimp flavor soda is carbonated and ready for the market. The only question here is, do we put this in the drink aisle or next to the cleaning products? Now it's time for some Captain Crunch cereal. And out of all their various delicious looking flavors, this mix hereby decided to destroy the various flavor using Google. Which gave me heart pain is sick when I typed the name into the translator. I also tried the flavor and got grass.
Wait a minute!
So I guess that just Google politely telling me to touch some grass. Anyways, let's design this heart-pain sick grass flavored cereal. First we need to clean our playground. I'll type the new name on top using a font close to the original, the flavor too. I'll make the letters vary in size and I'll tilt the whole thing just a little. Good. I'll give the new logo the same visual effect as Captain Crunch too. And I'll wrap this up with some vibrant lines on both sides. Logo is done.
I like this.
Now we need our sick captain too. So I grab this one here. But he is way cheerful to my taste. So let's erase that smile completely off his face.
Psych!
I start by removing his arm out of existence and then I replace the missing parts. Next, I shut his mouth for good and I'll make him frown in pain by deleting the smirk on his face. I shut his left eye and I'll make the right half close. I'll replace his eyebrows with a sadder version too. He looks like he's in real pain, but since this is specifically heart pain, I'll bring his hand in front, wrap it over his heart, and then I'll mask it out under the huge spoon. Let's add some finer details. Finally, I'll make him look close to throwing up with the shadowed effects here. Captain Crunch has officially evolved into a Captain Sick. That's what I call a complete transformation.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I think it's time for some grass cereal. So I'll place this felt ball here. Then I'll bring our captain hand to the front and I draw some shadow underneath. I'll change the color of the cereal to something like artery pieces and I'll introduce a new green heart shaped cereal flavor. This will taste like sweet grass. I don't know. I'll place some pieces on the spoon too. Then it's the usual stuff. I'll place the product type text here, a new Captain Sick favorite sick line, and the legal info with the calories count at the bottom. Oh my dear viewers, hold your heartbeat because the new heart pain is sick grass flavored cereal is here. This may be my favorite in the whole series so far. Final guest of the day is Ruffles chips. I really love all of their simple and cool flavor designs. Even though I've never actually had any, they look great. But I feel like ruining the cheddar cheese and cream flavor. So without further ado, I'll type the name and the flavor on Google Translate, put 800 and real estate, potatoes are broken. This sounds like an AI song.
Potatoes are broken.
Let's jump straight into creating this new Ruffles knockoff. First thing first, I need a clean background for a new product. I'll type real estate at the top, move each other letter down, make this miscapitalized case, then I'll arch wrap this new logo. I'll replace the letter R with the one from the Ruffles logo. I'll give it some outline effect and some 3D depth with a drop shadow. Now this looks exactly like the Ruffles logo. I think it's time to work on the broken potato flavor. I'm imagining mashed potato chips for this. So I'll take this random cap here for our chips bag. I'll follow that with this potato paste and place it on top. I'll mask the extra part. Maybe I'm gonna make this more potato broken. So I found this heart-shaped potato. I drag it under the cup and broke it in half.
You're not really fun.
I'll use some generative dish mix to fill the potato inside. Nailed it. Now into the actual chips. I found this plate of waffle-like chips. They're just perfect to use on our real estate bag. I'll wrap them just a little to follow the Ruffles chips shape and I'll place 2 more pieces. I'll add some clean shadows to all of the flavor elements as a final touch. Finally, I'll place the potatoes are broken text word by word, type flavored underneath, drag the legal info at the very bottom and place our new slogan at the top above the logo. So, here's you have it, the new real estate potatoes are broken potato chips. I even made a sweet potatoes are broken 2 version for some variation.
It's free real estate.
So which design is your favorite from this part and what should I make next? Subscribe and see ya.